Firstly, I'm going to talk about vector graphics. Vector graphics is the graphics that you make with curves and the lines. By using those curves and lines, you can be able to draw a picture or made a picture for you. And these vector graphics are mainly used with curves and lines, as I told you before, and these curves and lines combines and makes a picture for you. This is the one that called vector, and the bitmap graphics based on pixels, and pixels based on dots, and the dots, when you combine dots you have pixels, and when you combine pixels you have the bitmap graphics. The bitmap graphics, while using bitmap, you won't be able to use curves and lines. You can use them, but the main part of bitmap graphics you won't use them. But when you want to change something in your bitmap graphic, you can use curves and lines, of course. Bitmap graphics based on the feeling that you have in a photography or in something that you work on. Feelings includes resolution, and when you see something in a good resolutionary way, that is called bitmap graphics. And in vectoral ones, when you call it vector, you can easily understand that vectors based on lines cannot work as dots or pixels, but they are more easy to use because you can change the way of your curve, or you can change the way of your line. That gives you more accessibility, and that gives you more freeness movement when you're doing your job or doing your Photoshop in Based. There is no resolutionary, you won't use any resolutionary when you use vectoral ones, because vectoral ones are the ones that includes more quality and that includes more resolution. And vector and bitmap graphics, they're all okay, I guess, and you can all use them, but if you ask me which one is better, I will prefer vector graphics. And for those graphics you can use Inkscape. I will tell more free way of using any graphic program. Inkscape is a nice software, and you can use it more easily than the other programs, and it is also free. You can use Inkscape. You can use Inkscape, or you can use Adobe Illustrator. They're nearly same, but I prefer Adobe version because when you have an Adobe graphics, you can use it in another Adobe product, and it can give you more accessibility. And also DAW Studio, GIMP, and I can tell more graphic programs, but Adobe Illustrator and Inkscape is the mostly liked ones, and they are easy to use, and they don't have any quality problems. They don't have any resolution problems, of course. You can use your vector and bitmap graphics with using those software products. As I told you before, after that video you will see another video. That video explains bitmap, vector, hardware and software in a more easier and more funnier way. Thank you for listening me. See you guys. Bye bye.
As I zoom into this image in Adobe Photoshop, you'll start to see that even though it's an image of a llama, when I get close enough, you'll notice that it's technically made from small squares of differing colours, known as pixels. When someone refers to a bitmap or raster image, they mean any image that's made of pixels. So, photographic images like this are bitmap images. If you've been given a file which is a JPEG, or a TIFF, or a GIF, or a PNG, it's a bitmap, so it's made of pixels. This triangular logo, on the other hand, which I'm looking at in Adobe Illustrator, is different. It doesn't use pixels, but simply consists of 3 so-called anchor points which define the shape mathematically. You'll notice that this is much simpler and makes it perfect for things like logos which require very few colours and require crisply defined edges. The reason why vector graphics are crisper is because with bitmap images, pixels get larger as the images get larger, making the pixels more noticeable. This doesn't happen with vector graphics as they don't contain pixels. Images such as EPS and AI files are vector images.